Why, hello, my people. Hey, it's been a while. I'll fill you in as to why shortly. But yeah, God, last time I played. I mean, look, this is my list of games. 11th of October, and today it is the 7th of December. So God, it's nearly been 2 months. I have played since. I did play in late October and just couldn't find any extras. Like tried a few things like the Vigilante mission. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, so I did that. And then I started playing again recently and just trying to find anything. Snapshots. What was I doing yesterday? I was trying to find tags yesterday. So basically, yeah, I've tried to look for snapshots and tags, not had any joy. So now I'm basically going, right, okay, next up, try and find an oyster. And I feel like I don't know that I saw one, but I feel like I might have seen something that could be one, because the thing is I've got the jetpack, so I was above water, so I couldn't abandon it because it's fiddly to get it back again, and I was on tag watch. I just thought I'd have a look while the weather's rubbish, as I drift over to wherever it was I went before, where I saw something. As I say, it could have just been a ripple in the water, but something kind of caught my eye, and I played with the idea of, shall I abandon the jetpack to see if I can get an oyster? And I didn't, wimped out. So yeah, here we are. But yeah, God, it's been a long time since I played last. I'm hoping I can save this time. I'm hoping I can get a little bit further. But it's been really, well, first it was difficult to when I was last playing. Then I had a break because everything, it seemed, happened all at once. I'm just trying to think how so I think it was this way. I genuinely, though, I'm just trying to think whereabouts I was. Basically, that's not one, is it? No, it's just the side of a building. Yeah? Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry. That really looked like one then. Just have a look on the other side, just by chance. Seriously, it is going to be just by chance now, and I shouldn't even really be looking for these because I've wasted an hour of my life trying to do that, and yeah, not got anywhere. So, yeah, I played in late October, but then all sorts of things happened in the world. So we had the US election, so that's finally over, finally done. And we know that there's a new president coming in, but then obviously there was all this stuff about like Trump basically saying it was a fake election and stuff. So it feels like that's actually stretched on forever. So yeah, we had that. We've literally just come out of UK lockdown version 2, because that was a big story. Right. Now I reckon, again though, I've got to avoid that military base, but I'm just thinking, I was heading towards Los Santos last. I was looking for tags. Basically, I feel like I got far enough along this bridge and then I started to head southeast, because at the moment I'm really far west. And I saw a bridge, and it was like in the middle of a bridge. Anyway, what's going to get really annoying as well is that once I dip down, wherever it was that I thought I could potentially have seen one, jetpack gone. So yeah, basically I'm going to make the most of this while I've got it, just have a look. And I've done this, I literally, I had a look around to see if I could find extras and failed. Right, so can I land on that? No, I just want to make sure that I'm far enough out at sea that I don't, accidentally, get all the police after me. But you can see there's ripples in the water, and an oyster is a spinny thing, so it could be that I mistake the ripples in the water for an oyster. The water's clear now, which helps. I wonder if it was this bridge. But I genuinely, I have no idea now, and it's not like I can grab a boat easily to have a look. Maybe it's not. Maybe could be the next one. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I could just abandon it now and have a look around. There's just there's so much moving around in the water, and yeah, I might just do it. Oh, ooh. Okay, that's... I can't lose it. Can't. What? Okay, well, I mean, is that a good thing? I don't know. I thought if I land in the water, I'd lose the jetpack, but it seems I've still got it. So, anyway, I can at least see in the water now. Sorry, I didn't realise I could do that. That's actually quite good to know. Because, you know, that might actually help me find these oysters faster. Anyway, I'm not not seeing anything, but yeah, anyway, I've caught myself by surprise there. And all I've got to do is get one oyster, so I'm somewhat thinking this would be good if I can keep hold of this bad boy. Have a real skim around the water. But they are difficult to see though, the oysters. I mean, some of them might be far down, so that's why I'm literally going to be squinting at the screen. I don't know that this is the best way of doing it, but hey, as I say, I'll take advantage of it for now. US election happened. We had lockdown version 2. So, a lot of shops shut. My hair appointment that was 3 days away got cancelled, so that was spectacular. So once again, it's going to be about 6 months between having hair appointments. What else happened? God, all sorts. I had a few personal projects that I kind of got on with, so I ended up doing a lot of walks, because obviously the weather's been rubbish. It's been really dark and cold now, and literally, you know, when I was playing in the summer, it could get dark about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Now it's dark by, the sun starts setting about 3:30. So yeah, it's just literally been really miserable and grey. And so what I've been trying to do is at lunchtime I've been trying to get a walk in, and yeah, so I've been doing that. And then there's also been, well, no, I wouldn't play on work time anyway, but like I feel that I've been eating later because I've been going on these walks, and everything's been thrown a bit out of kilter. Like I think it's just that kind of blue screen effect that, like, if you're in front of a screen all day when it's particularly dark, you just don't want to be in front of it anymore. So what I've been doing instead, just because it's so dark and cold now, is I've been going and sitting in front of the fire downstairs. And yeah, there's been all this kind of great countdown to Christmas TV. So I've been watching I'm a Celebrity, which is just finished. I've been watching Strictly Come Dancing, which is, I think it's either the semi-final or the quarter-final next week. I think it's the quarter-final. Sorry, I had a message on my phone and I was just trying to squint to see what it was. So I've been watching that. I've been kind of casually watching more episodes of Sex and the City, and I've still not finished watching Prison Break. I basically got up to exactly where I got up to before, and haven't kind of, watched beyond the final episode of Series 4, so I really need to do that so I can see Series 5. So I'm going to do that at some point. But yeah, I've just been spending a lot more time watching TV, and yeah, I've not really wanted to be on the computer, so that's how things have been. Right, well, I've not seen any, but then at the same time, I'm wondering if I would see any anyway. Just doing this, might be time I nicked a boat. I was hoping they'd just appear, but it is very difficult to see anything. Actually, it's good though. It's good to know about. Like, I did not realise that you could do this with the jetpack. That you could literally just skim the water with it like a boat. The only thing is you can't dip down, so you've got to wait till you see one. And then, yeah, you lose it, but you'd have to lose it by putting it on land or something, so anyway, we'll keep having a look. This is really, really hard to see. I don't know at all whether this is utterly counterproductive, but it feels like it could be useful. I don't know, I might have to ditch this in a minute and go the old approach. You know, get a helicopter or something. And I know there's one here as well, so that's why I'm kind of thinking, yeah, maybe ditch it now. But as I say, I didn't realise I could do this with the jetpack, so there is a part of me that's like, maybe just try this time, you know, this hour while you're playing. You know, you've not tried it before, so why not? What have you got to lose? Just hope that I can find one, but... So yeah, yeah, that's why I've not been playing in a while. And I did start playing earlier this week again. So yeah, I mentioned that, yeah, I did like looked for a tag, looked for a snapshot. Failed. Right. Whoa! That's weird. But yeah, I've not seen any. This way. Oh, it's really hard to see anything, but yeah, I mean it feels like this is easier to see into the water than it is by going by boat, so that is something. But oh god, I've got to have good eyesight to do this. That'll be amazing though, like literally, you know, now that I've discovered this, if this is the way that I get those final oysters, but there are quite a few left to get. I chose, I mean, I thought I'd have more chance finally, you know, as I say, after the frustration of trying to find a tag and a snapshot, on the basis that there are more of those than anything else left. Still hard though. I mean, literally, I've played before, definitely, where I've tried to look for an hour and I've failed in my mission. I'll try looking, but do not know. God, it's too misty there as well. So. But yeah, as I say, this seems like a possible good approach. So, give it a try. Yeah, what else have I got to tell you guys? Oh yeah, the obvious one. So my dilemma at the moment, and probably why I'm also looking terrible. Yeah, so this time of year my boiler plays up, and would have been last Saturday, not the Saturday that's just gone, but the Saturday before that it went off. And I was just in absolute turmoil because I was like, oh god, this happens every year around this time and it just absolutely sucks. I freeze. And yeah, I mean, it always happens when you most want your boiler to work. So yeah, I was a bit of a, you know, really sulky about that. But I've had a plumber come round before to kind of fix it. And normally what's happened is he's just opened up the boiler, dried out the internal pipes, and then it's worked again. And it's worked for a good few months before he comes around again. But, you know, I just thought, okay, he's not getting to the root of the problem. It was really frustrating me. So, oh, hang on, I'm too far out here. I can see the line, which is the edge of the map. So, yeah, I was like, oh, God, you know, I really want to get this sorted properly this time. I don't want to call this guy again, basically. Like, I'm wasting hundreds of pounds doing this. Anyway, this was after having established that, yeah, I thought, okay, if he dries the pipes out, I've got an internal heater, like a, you know, like a spare one I can use to keep rooms warm, which is by my side at the moment. And I thought, well, I can heat up the kitchen, and maybe that will just dry the pipes out and I'll be able to get the boiler working again. And indeed, that's what happened. So I had heating from Saturday all the way through to Wednesday, and then literally after that, it was just a case of I can keep it on for a few hours to have a shower, but then it's going to go off again. So yeah, got to this Saturday that's just been, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to ask my neighbours, see if they can recommend anyone. Well, no, what I did first of all was I contacted the guy who did my bathroom. I just never heard back, so that was rubbish. But then, you know, this is something a bit more kind of complex anyway. Like it's not just straight plumbing. It's like you've got to be a gas engineer qualified. So yeah. Anyway, spoke to them. Spoke to one of the guys that one of my neighbours recommended, who was amazing. Came around within an hour, diagnosed it. Turns out it's not the problem I thought it was. So yeah. Anyway, it's something that looks quite serious. So I've had to have my boiler turned off, and there's a big do not use sign on it, but oh, there's one, there is one, yes, I found it, yes. So this was excellent, so this was worth doing. So I'm just going to leave that there, and I can actually come back and get it if I just pop it there. Fantastic. So I can actually save for the first time in forever. Oh yes, you beauty. Where is it? Look, I just saw it. Oh, don't tell me it's a mark on my screen. I definitely just saw one. What? Oh my God, what? Hang on. Sorry, I 100% just saw one. Where the hell is it? Hang on. I just rubbed that mark off my screen. I definitely just saw one. I'm not going mad. I'm not going crazy. It's there. God, okay. Sorry, I'm going mental. I must have literally just missed that one before. And it's quite shallow, that's why I've missed it. Okay. Anyway, oh yes, 45. Oh yes, so I can save the game next, like at the end of this run. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, anyway, got this guy to come round, and it yeah, basically it seems the problem is, well, it's a weird one. I mean, I assumed, because it normally only happens when it's, yeah, this time of year, that it was moisture getting in from outside, and yeah, that was the reason that my boiler wasn't working, like, because it normally after heavy rain or like, you know, snow or something, but it's not. Like, the moisture that's actually inside my boiler is, I mean, the guy who came around to have a look at it said it's really clean. It's not like dirty water from getting in from outside, and there's no signs of damp or anything. So yeah, it looks like some kind of breakdown of an internal function or something, or, you know, internal, sorry, I can't see the edge of the map again. I wonder if I can go further out. Let's have a look. No. I think that literally is, there's not meant to be. I think the edge of the map is really, really close in here, like basically here. Yeah, I can see where that line is. Yeah, so it looks like it's some kind of breakdown of some essential internal part, and therefore I shouldn't really be using my boiler at all, and that's why there's a big do not use sign on top of it at the moment. But yeah, the reason I'm dressed like I am right now is because it seems to be a kind of, it seems to fail with overuse. But if it's on for a brief amount of time, I can squeeze in a shower or a bath. So yeah, I just had a bath. Turned it on quickly, had a quick bath. Now I feel great, don't care how I look, you know, I smell great. I didn't this morning. So yeah, literally, order is somewhat restored in the life of Kerry for now. And yeah, they're coming around to fix it on Wednesday, and it's Monday today. So yeah, all good, happily ever after. So really pleased about that. And yeah, now I know that I can actually save. I feel like I'm not going to be repeating myself telling you about what's new with everything. I might as well look for another one now that I, as I say, know that I can do this with the jetpack. And that's going to really help me to, yeah, try and find those remaining ones and just float around the map faster and everything. So I'm really pleased about that. So yeah, election, that was stressful and mental, because, yeah, we thought it was all going to be, I guess naively, I thought it was going to be over in a day. Thought we'd just find out whether it was clearly Trump or clearly Biden, but it seemed to, and you know, we were told as well, like, you know, as kind of regional specialists, people are going to want to know within 24 hours what's China saying, what's Russia saying, and I was like, oh, don't know, because literally it didn't seem to have an end point for ages. So yeah, that was actually really stressful, and just, you know, with everything going on, I mean, God, COVID-19, and this kind of all these conspiracy theories and everything. It all felt like the world got very crazy for a while. So yeah, that was that. That was all a bit real. Yeah, as I say, watching delicious trash TV. And these, yeah, just getting these walks in as well. I mean, if I couldn't fit one in my lunch hour, although I've been definitely making sure I have lunch hours this time of year, just taking it a bit more easy because it is dark and cold. Yeah, I feel like I've just not had time to game. Oh God, also I haven't mentioned as well, yeah, there was a reason, well, there was a good week or two when I didn't do any gaming whatsoever because the latest DLC of 2 Point Hospital came out, so new levels basically. And oh my God, seriously, that game is my crack cocaine. I just, whenever new levels are released on it, that's it. I'm all over this. So yeah, it's a really narrow edge of the map. This one, I don't think you can go far out. Just thinking if there were, yeah, oysters that way, which would be that way because the image of me is reversed. So yeah, I played that solidly for a good week or a week and a half and completed it. So whenever it comes out, like whenever I see there's new levels, there's part of me is like, oh yes, new levels, and part of me is like, oh no, my life is going to be over for a bit because I literally am so addicted to this game. So yeah, did that. That was good fun. As to what's new in my life, God, I don't know. I'm really kind of, winding down for Christmas now. I mean, this has been, as I say, quite frustrating with the boiler, but it'll be sorted, so I'm not too worried about that. And I think, it'll be sorted properly, so it's not something that, because it's made me, stressed every year around this time and just almost anticipating with dread that I'm going to end up with, no hot water for even a shower. Having to like boil a kettle. I mean, literally that's what I did on Sunday. I boiled a kettle to fill up a bath, all of 3 centimetres, but it was enough to just have a quick wash. So yeah, that was my sad life the past few days. But yeah, I mean, as a whole, I think I've still been quite upbeat and quite happy. I mean, this morning, I think as well, this time of year, you just don't want to go anywhere. So I don't have this whole like fear of missing out or kind of, don't feel like the boiler has massively inconvenienced me because we've just had lockdown. People are still basically very much still being encouraged to stay at home. So yeah, I've not really felt like I've lost out on anything really. I felt quite kind of laid back, and yeah, it's freezing cold at the moment. In fact, there was actually a severe weather warning for homeless people that went out in Peterborough earlier because the weather is so bad that it's basically dangerous if you're living on the street. So yeah, it's that cold. But yeah, as I say, I feel quite happy, feel quite settled, and yeah, I'm really counting down to Christmas now. I'm glad that I'm going to spend it with my family and that they're close. I don't think we're going to see immediate family, but I know that can always get quite stressful anyway, so I think it'll be good, As I say, not much has really changed with me. I think basically, it's what you make of it at the end of the day. There's no point complaining about things that you can't change, or you might as well look on the bright side. So yeah, that's what I feel like I've been doing. I can't fix the boiler, but I managed to find a solution to at least keep it on for a bit. So that was, for me, that was quite good. I was quite pleased with myself about that. And yeah, I mean, I was worried that well, I've said before, I don't want to leave my game playing too long. Sorry, I'm just wondering what that is under the bridge, like whether it looks like a door or something. I think it's just weird the way the rocks looked. Yeah. Okay. Because the problem I've had before is that I've ended up, playing GTA religiously for a bit, and then ended up jacking it in because the mission I've always been stuck at, Freefall, you need a certain amount of technique involved. I mean, there's no technique involved here. I'm literally just flying around, skimming the water. So, yeah, if you don't play for a while, you forget how to fly a plane and kind of, you know, speed and everything. Whereas I don't know that I'm really forgetting much here. I feel quite comfortable just doing this, going wee. And also, I've nearly completed all the levels now. I've literally only got 2 levels left. Done the heist now. So, yeah, and basically I'm nearly at the end of the game. I've just got to really find these extras. And yeah, then it's just, you know, a few other little things like the vigilante mission. There's one more kind of that motorbike race that I tried before and failed at. But yeah, I really shouldn't leave it this long. Like, 2 months is a very long time. And, you know, but I'm still determined about this. I'm still going to get to 100%. I think it's been an interesting little lockdown diary. And, as you know, I'm sticking to my lockdown diary, basically. You know, I'm still telling you what's going on. I haven't told you about the vaccine. So vaccine's being rolled out in the UK this week. So that's exciting, reassuring. There's an end of, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel now in terms of the UK coming out of all this. But I still don't really think that there's a recognition that it's not going to be the normal that it was before. I mean, I was quite surprised. There was a press conference not too long ago, it would have been last week, where one of the medical experts basically said that there's the possibility that people could go on wearing masks. And Prime Minister seemed really unsettled by this. Like, what? And you know, I mean, for me, that made sense because you have this in a lot of East Asian countries like China and South Korea that because of SARS, people wear a mask in winter anyway as a precaution, and it just kind of, you know, if you've got like the slightest ailment, it kind of protects you, protects those around you, and it's become a cultural thing that's just adopted. But I still feel like here there's a real resistance to the idea of a new normal, like the idea that the normal that's going to become, you know, after this is not going to be the normal that it was before. And I think, well, it's not. There's no way that we can go back to the way things were before. And there's no reason why we should. I mean, you know, just you've heard me rant about, you know, how much I love working from home now. I mean, it's made life easier. It's saved me some money. I've not been sick at all. I mean, I've had, I think, 2 sick days this year, and they were just from migraines, but not like, you know, not any kind of colds or flu or anything. I felt happier in myself. I mean, I miss people. That's been, you know, obviously a pain in the neck, but yeah, generally, I mean, I've benefited from it in a lot of ways. But yeah, it's almost like I feel that at a top level, there's a real kind of resistance to the idea of a new normal. So, I don't know. We'll see. We're still going to have to see how we come out of this, but I know it's going to be months anyway before I go back to the office. Not just that, before I receive the vaccine, if you know, this widespread rollout continues and there's capacity, because I'm low priority. I mean, basically it's being rolled out now to people over the age of 80, and there's certain testing centres. So yeah, basically there's like a list of people. It's like 80, then 75, then medical workers. It's something like this. But yeah, as to healthy, non-vulnerable women in their mid-30s, no, it's going to be a while before I get it. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, also we've been told that we're not going back to the office until at least April. So that, for me, I'm really pleased about, because I always try every year. I'm really highly motivated, like in January, to kind of set New Year's resolutions and kind of come up with a plan. And I always, you know, every year do things like, you know, I want to make sure I'm doing more running, and I want to make sure, is that a bicycle? Yeah. Well, I suppose there's, yeah, I mean, basically when I was looking for the tag last, Los Santos is all under attack now, so there's explosions taking place and things being blown up, so that's why there's a bicycle just randomly in the river. So yeah, normally what gets in the way of me doing this is the moment I go back to work, my energy levels drop, work's just like constantly on my brain, and yeah, I never get around to doing anything else. But I feel like I'll be able to kind of, use my time a little bit more wisely this year, and really kind of plan and come up with, proper New Year's resolutions that I stick to. So I'm thinking, that will be a quarter of the year for definite, that I can really pace my time out, come up with little personal projects, come up with a schedule, be really disciplined, and just kind of, come up with a little plan for myself. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like, I'm very, I like to draw up a plan and, basically try something new. I'm trying to, at the moment, make like a charity scarf. I'm trying to remember how to, I can knit, but I don't know how to change colour like halfway through to make a pattern and such, so I'm trying to teach myself how to do that at the moment, which only, look at all them, like rampages on the on the beach. Trying to teach myself how to do that slowly but surely, but I'll get there eventually. And that's just a minor task. I'll do other things. I'm looking forward to getting back into running again, because that was so good for me, like at the beginning of this year. So yeah, we'll have a good think, plan some stuff. And yeah, as I say, I just generally, I love this time of year. I know some people don't like it because it's dark and cold, but for me it's a good time to kind of press the reset button. And I normally have 2 weeks off. I've got 2 weeks off this year. And I have a proper Christmas and a proper break, do lots of reading, chill out, see my family, eat good food. Sorry, I could hear something humming and I'm just... I wonder what it is. It's just got me a bit worried because, as I say, my boiler's been playing up, but I've turned that off, so there shouldn't be anything to worry about. It might be this game, hang on. One sec. God, I don't know. I think it's like tinnitus or something. Jeez, I think what it was my, sorry, I think it was my bathroom fan. I don't know, but yeah, I just heard this like high pitch kind of, and I just wanted to check because I know, as I say, my boiler's been playing up and I'd had it on and I shouldn't have had it on. Didn't want to. I just wanted to check downstairs. It wasn't my carbon monoxide like alarm or anything, so I'm okay. God, and this is this is one of the episodes I'm uploading as well. So drama in the Allen household. My God, but yeah, can't hear it now. It's gone. I think it was just my bathroom like fan. So there you go. Fun times. Anyway, what was I saying? Thinking what else I can tell you. Yeah. All good in Peterborough, so we've basically, the way it works now in the UK is there's a tier system of terms of like, how many cases there are. And they have been on the rise in Peterborough, but at the moment we're tier 2. We were tier 1 before, but everybody's moved into tier 2 apart from Cornwall, which is tier 1. So literally like, and the islands, like the Isle of not the Isle of Man, the Isle of Wight, everywhere else is either tier 2 or tier 3. So nothing has really changed. You know, it's not like Peterborough's suddenly become high risk, but these kind of new regulations are going to be adjusted by the tiers every 2 weeks. So I think it's the 16th and it's the, what did I say it was, the 6th today? It's the 7th today. So yeah, basically in about 10 days time we're going to hear which areas move into tier 3, which areas move into tier 1, like whether there's an adjustment there. So yeah, that's new. But yeah, in terms of what's changed, in terms of, you know, has Peterborough become more high or low risk, nothing's really changed. I didn't have my driving lessons for a while, but I'm back to those now, so that's good. And I've still got my driving test booked for late January, but I might have to push that back further. Anyway, it's there, and you know, we're kind of treating it as annoyingly, I said to my driving instructor, right, you know, priority now, you know, going to get on board, literally making sure that I pass this, so, you know, as many lessons as I can cram in before January, you know, if this is the only test I can get. And then literally we have one, and then I'm asking him, actually, can we put them on hold until I get my blinking, like, water sorted in my boiler sorted, so because I've got no hot water. So yeah, that's kind of a bit on hold again. But yeah, no, it was really good to get back behind the wheel recently and yeah, refamiliarise myself with driving, which I do like. It's just, I do think I still think a bit too hard when it comes to, that's not one, is it? No, sorry. Again, it's that thing of, I'm just going to float. You see what I mean here? There's like a, I don't think there is one, but it's really hard to actually like come down and see. No, I'm going to say no. Anyway, we'll keep drifting out along here. I'm sure hopefully one will just materialise like it did before. But yeah, that's it's good to get back to that again. Yeah, things like roundabouts. I still can't kind of judge the cars coming towards me, who's in the inside lane, who's in the outside lane, in terms of how that would affect me. I know this sounds mad, but it's, you know, maybe I should have learnt how to drive younger, but, you know, these are still things that I struggle with. Can't be perfect at everything. Right, I'm not seeing any here. I'm just wondering, I'm having a good, yeah, float round. Like, I'm wondering whether to keep going around the edge of the map or kind of move in towards, you know, the little rivers and such. I'm just gonna, I don't think there are any here. I think it's just the line I can see. I think that's why I'm thinking I might have seen some change in the kind of, you know, something that's made me focus. I'm just going to put it down anyway and have a quick look. Come on. Oh, I lost influence. Well, yeah, of course I did, because I was too busy trying to find things to get 100%. Right, back we go. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so other things I've been doing. I've learned how to make yogurts. My parents gave me a yogurt maker, so that was quite exciting. And I'm going to make some raspberry yogurts soon. And I've also been making sausage rolls lately. I didn't realise how simple they were to make. So I got this Just Roll stuff that my parents recommended. And they've started doing it well. Like, you know, they'll make sausage rolls once a week and then they'll go out for a long country walk. So yeah, because I've been going for more walks in the week, I've done that, and that was great. That was really nice. I like, you know, I didn't realise how simple it was to make sausage rolls. And yeah, I didn't realise you'd get this kind of pre-made pastry stuff. So yeah, that was cool. Right, I found one through here before, and I don't really think this goes anywhere, but I'm going to just follow it, just because you never know. I'm looking. Sorry, I might just get my forehead, because I'm trying to see clearer when I'm, yeah, trying to, you know, get along this water. Boom! All the riots are happening. Yeah, I'm not seeing any yet. I can't hear this noise anymore either now, sorry. As I say, I wasn't expecting to have just the minorest of freakouts. I know that's not a word, but like, you know, over what, yeah, things happening in my house. It's just the curse of 2020, you know. I literally, even though I knew that I could turn this boiler on, potentially have hot water for all of 5 minutes, I was saying to my parents, like, this big do not use sign has me slightly freaked out on my boiler. And it just, yeah, it's been such a bad year. You kind of almost expect something bad to happen. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's been a really good year. So yeah, this, you know, as I say, you know, when I've had my boiler go off before, it's really, really frustrated me. It's made me angry and quite upset. But yeah, this time, I think I've handled it well and like a boss. And yeah, not having hot water is literally when I had a bath the other day and like, yeah, used kettles and literally only filled it ever so slightly. I told myself, you know, rather than thinking this is so miserable, I hate my life, I told myself, it's like they used to do in, you know, it's the olden days. Just imagine you're in Downton Abbey. So, yeah, there we go. Fun times. Boiling a kettle to make a bath, and yeah, I had a proper bath this evening, so I feel pleased about that. It just means that, yeah, tomorrow I can go without having a shower or a bath, and then Wednesday it'll all be sorted, and it'll be sorted forever then, thank Christ, and I won't have to go through this drama every year again. But yeah, I mean, it's an old house, so there were a load of things like this that I kind of expected. I mean, at some point, I'm going to have my electrics updated, and the electrician was meant to be coming, I think, about 2 weeks ago, but he rang me to say that he'd been in contact with someone who tested positive, so he had to self-isolate, and yeah, that's not been done since, and that's going to cost me a bob or two. So yeah, there's that. There's the radiators that, yeah, up until literally today, I love the fact that I had extra heat in these upstairs rooms that I've never had before, so that was a big win. And obviously now, no heat in any room in the house. But I've still got my fireplace, and I've got my little fan heaters, so yeah, it's not too bad. And yeah, it's just, you know, it's the whole perspective as well. Like, I think when I speak to my mum, like, she tells me, you know, my brother, every time she speaks to him, like, he gets really wound up about things that to me just don't matter at all. Like, you know, oh God, he's really stressed that he can't go on holiday. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like, I don't really care. I mean, yeah, I'm going to travel again, but I'd rather be alive. So, you know, I'm not taking the chance with my health. And there have been so many. It just feels like such a waste. I mean, I've not, because I obviously look at China more than I look at the UK, but I think there've been more than 60,000 deaths now here in the UK. I hope that's right. I'm not just making that up, but it's just that 60,000 unnecessary deaths. And then there's the deaths from people who, you know, their medical care's been put on hold, or they've not felt they can go to a hospital because of all this going on. But yeah, 60,000 unnecessary deaths, and if I'm right. But also, I was talking to someone recently who was saying, well, basically, I was watching one of the press conferences, and I noticed that they said something along the lines of, there's 15,000 people in hospitals in the UK now. It might have even been more than that. But yeah, basically, you know, there's tens of thousands of people who are literally in hospital beds in the UK now. And I remember thinking, God, that's terrifying. That's actually frightening. And somebody I spoke to said, well, yeah, that's not a lot. And I was like, those are people that would not normally be there. I mean, yeah, there'll be people with flu who would this time of year, but that's a lot of medical staff that are suddenly unable to help out because they're helping with this new illness. And that's just actually quite terrifying. But anyway, there's still places in the world, I find it amazing, where people are resistant to the idea of wearing masks. They think this is all a scam. They think that, yeah, they're going to get, you know, the vaccine is them going to be microchipped and stuff, and it's just mental to me. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. When the vaccine comes, I'll be taking it. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to make the most of, yeah, having some nice time at home. The extra finances to brush up on my wardrobe. She says, wearing literally a shell suit. And I bought some big socks as well. Look at these. They're like toasties. So yeah, I mean, I'm nice and snug. I might buy another pair of these because they are so warm. I mean, literally, these have been the lifesavers, these kind of super hot socks, because it's normally my feet that get cold. And the big thing in China, like the feet, you know, you've got to keep your feet happy to keep the rest of you happy. So yeah, I've not really felt the cold, you know, to say that it's got down to the minuses. And I've not had central heating for the past few days. I've not found it too hard. The only thing I have found hard is just getting up in the morning, because yeah, it's blinking freezing then. You walk into the bathroom and it's like an icicle hits you, and you know, obviously you can't have a shower. So I've just been literally pulling on like big warm clothes like this. Right, I can't see anything now, so I don't know how long this is going to continue for. Also, I mean, I could potentially look for something else now, like look for a horseshoe or something. But yeah, I just thought I'd take advantage of the fact that this has worked. That yeah, I can. There's not one there. Is there? It's just so. It's hard to see because the effects and the water and everything. So I was really scared then that the game might have temporarily. No, I don't think there is one. Yeah, just the. I mean, yeah, as I say, because it's an old game. Like the textures change, and you think that you see something spinning, but it's not. It's just like the bad smoke effect. Well, I don't know. But I found one, so that's good. I could just save now, and then I'm done. Go make dinner, but yeah. I mean, that's been an annoying thing, because yeah, I think I get quite stressed easily with, you know, this inconvenience that it kind of throws out. I mean, when I get stressed, I don't eat properly, and yeah, this inconvenience of not having hot water is kind of thrown out. It's just made me a bit fatigued, and you know, I might just get a takeaway, or you know, or I might just make some crackers or something, and yeah, then it affects your body in the long run, just feeling a bit lethargic. So I wasn't sure what to do for dinner tonight. I thought I might make these kind of I've been doing a lot of this kind of vegan cooking and making these kind of vegan, almost like enchiladas, but you use aubergine as the meat. There is a part of me that's just like, just ring just, you know, Deliveroo and get a curry. Just take it, you know, because the thing is, I've got food in that I can make, you know, a good meal, but then it's going to take me twice as long to be like cleaning up, and I'm going to be freezing cold in the kitchen, and I'm just, you know, I'm not going to feel happy at the end of my meal. And I think when something like this happens, it is just a crisis, and you should just kind of, you know, sod it, just get a takeaway. So I might do that. Just thinking, is there any TV I'm watching tonight? Because yeah, I'm used to watching I'm a Celebrity, and it literally finished this weekend. So yeah, I haven't got anything to watch this evening now. But yeah, I have got my driving instructor lent me Phoenix Night, so I might watch that. Keeps asking me to watch it, and I've been meaning to, but yeah, I've been getting into series 4 of Sex and the City. Watched quite a lot of that. What else? I still need to watch the second series of White Gold. I could watch that. That was brilliant. Loved that. Or I could just not and finally buy my Christmas presents, because that's something that I'm doing this week. Because obviously I could go back to the shops, but I really don't want to. I'm basically gonna do my shopping online this year. But I mean, they'll arrive in time for my parents, but I need to send something to my best friend who lives on the Isle of Man, so I want to make sure that arrives. So I can get that as like, I might buy that today at least. I just want to get it done. Right, I'm not entirely sure where I am on the map now. I'm just thinking, you know what, I've had a good hunt. I mean, the weather's good now as well, so it could potentially spot a an oyster now. Yeah, now that I can actually see again. But there's a part of me thinking, well, I've got a bit of time. Why don't I try and look for something else? Why don't I look for a horseshoe? I don't know how much time I've got left though. I feel like I've been talking to you for quite a bit. So it could be like not long, and I can normally gauge how much time I've got left by how much tea I've got left, and I've got half a cup, but I have been yapping quite a bit. San Fierro. God, I must have gone west then. I must have gone all the way around the map. Okay. Miles away then. Might look for a snapshot then. I don't think there's any water like on land here that I could look at. I'm just thinking, you know, those final ones now. I think there are 5. Did I get to? I think I got to 40. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay, so I have been talking for an hour. So that's that, basically. Right, I'll go and save them. But got something. Got another oyster. It's finally a bit of progress with GTA. Yeah, I'll find somewhere to save. I'm just gonna, while I'm here, I might as well have a quick look on my way to the safe house just to see if I can spot any of those final thingamabobs snapshots. They could be anywhere though. I mean, literally, I feel like I scoured everywhere here and I just can't see anything. Right, there's my jetpack. Yeah, where have I got to go? I've had a really good look around here. I really, yeah, I don't know now. God, I've not had any GTA music as well because I've been, yeah, jetpacking. So I do actually feel like I could play a bit longer because the music kind of chills you out and everything. But nah, anyway, I'm going to save. I'm starting to lose weight, energy, etc. And yeah, as I say, you know, got that little bit further. I'll be back. I've got more things to find. It might not be for another goddamn month, but I will try to play sooner. And this was good that I learned that the jetpack can skim along the water. I really didn't realise that. I've been avoiding going too close to the water because I really did think that the jetpack I'd just lose it. So yeah, there you go. New discovery. Right, where's a safe house? Don't make me wait too long. And yeah, I should say, by the way, just as a whole, still healthy from COVID. Like, not been taking any unnecessary risks. Obviously, I've had a few tradespeople in my house, which has been frustrating but necessary. Well, I wouldn't say frustrating, they've been great. I think it's been more a bit nerve-wracking, but you know, you can't just live in isolation, so you know, these are things that have needed doing. Maybe here, what's this? Not, oh, there's a samurai sword down there. Oh, let's go have a look. I don't actually know where this is. I'm just thinking if this is just on the chance, you know. Where am I? Nice little hidden area, basically. I'm just thinking, you know, that's where these remaining snapshots could be. But anyway, I need to save. There's a safe house. Okay, well, as I say, I got a little bit further. Not much further, but, you know, every little bit counts. And frankly, this is the furthest I've got in months, so I'm pleased. It needed doing. Where there's rubbish. And yeah, I'll be back to tell you soon some more new stuff, I guess. Hopefully won't leave it too long. I mean, I am going to keep trying to find those extras, but yeah, we'll have to see. It'll just be a case of when I can. This is messing with my brain now as well, this like lightning. No, can't see anything. Okay, I'll try and walk in with the jetpack just on the basis that it might be there again when I play next, so that's why. Okay. Anyway, let's have a look. Save. God, since the 11th of October. Stats. They're not going to have increased. 94.65. So yeah, exactly where I was before. I'm just going to check again that it's saved. Because as I say, it's taken me long enough. Yeah, there we go. 7th of December. God. Okay. Well, as I say, not entirely thrilling. You watched me nearly have a panic attack over whether I might have set my house on fire. But yeah, all good here. Still happy. Hopefully I will see you again before Christmas. Hopefully we'll get a little closer to 100%. But yeah, for now, I'm happy with that. So yeah, until next time, guys.